Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got something done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was gonna say I am getting up in their names. I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people. Life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's.
Welcome, Money Team investors, back to the channel. We're here. So today, someone told me that real estate is not a great investment. They were in a real estate group chat and they actually uttered those words. And I was like, real estate is a great investment. I've made so much money. I'm financially free. I'm doing well for myself. And then they proceeded to say, okay, so if you're doing well for yourself, how much are you making every month in terms of multiple six figures? And they worded it in a way to say, okay, so you should be making like 300 to 600,000 a month. I'm sure they said something to that effect. And how long did it take is what they asked me. So for all of you who are watching, I'll be the first one to say I'm not making 200 to 400,000 every single month. And I don't think any financial guy on YouTube is really making that much in terms of almost $250,000 every single month. Now, granted, we might be making six figures a month. I'm not, but I'm definitely doing over six figures a year, and it's not coming from a W-2 income, right? So like, and I don't have any expenses. Like my mortgage is paid for by other people. And so that allows me to use my active income for anything that I so choose to use it for. But before I deviate from what I was going to talk about, I just wanted to say this Facebook user with unrealistic expectations, right? So I want to propose this question to you now, and I'm not even a real estate guy for real. I love stocks more than anything, but I mean, real estate, I'm not going to lie, is taking over my life, so I might become a real estate junkie soon enough. But this Facebook user has unrealistic expectations, because what investment are you making to where you are going to be able to retire so much earlier and still make 200 to 600,000 every single year? Every single month. Unless you invested in Bitcoin when it was $2 and then it shot up to 60,000, then I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have to get it out the mud just like everybody else, right? So with investing in the stock market, that allowed me to save up for real estate, which allowed me to buy my freedom back. What do I mean by that? When I invested in the stock market, I made more money quicker than inflation. Because of that, I had additional money that I can put as a down payment on real estate properties. Because I was working hard, staying away from consumer debt, not really splurging on women or going out and popping every single bottle. I went to parties every single day, people. I'm talking every Friday, every Saturday. I was at a party, and if there was a brunch on Sunday, I was there too. But guess what? I would get my alcohol from the corner store for $6, 2 canned margaritas for $6. I would go to the party, buy me a $10 pitcher, and I would just enjoy myself for less than $20 every single night. I got boys who might go out once every 2 months, and they spend more than I did in 8 weeks of going out. Why? Because they got to pop 2 bottles, and that's already $400. So you just do the math. I'm spending $20 every 2 days, once a week. That's $40 over the span of 8 weeks. That's 2 months, right? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. That's 3,200. I'm sorry, $320. And these guys might pop a bottle, 2 bottles, and they spent more than I did in 1 day than I do in 2 months. Does that make sense? So this just goes to show, like, I can go out there, I can have fun, I can have finesse, I can get any women I want out here in any city, like from New York to Columbus. Listen, is no shortage. And I don't even buy them drinks most of the time. I just started buying drinks recently. And these are for women that I'm already getting it in with. So let me be clear about that. But yeah, I'm not spending what these other people are spending, and I'm still able to enjoy myself, save and invest. So when I was in that stock market, I was saving and investing, and then I put that down payment on some real estate. I got a tenant in there who's paying the mortgage, allowing me to go into the army and live my best life while I'm getting an extra passive income stream. And when I came back, I said, oh, I can't move into this house. Let me go and buy another one. And then I house hacked that. And all that means is that I allowed other tenants to move into the rooms, pay a rent payment, which was equivalent or more than the mortgage, which allowed me to then live for free. So when I started to work an actual job again, I had no mortgage payment. I had another house paying for itself. And I was essentially financially free after 10 months of just saving and investing and furnishing the home and just having money set aside. And then after 2-3 years with appreciation, with rent increases, with job raises, with military pension, with everything that comes with financial freedom for me, it was just a no-brainer. Spending less than I make, not buying huge cars, paying down the mortgages, putting more on the principal, investing more, putting into your 401k, utilizing your bonuses properly, just doing everything you can to grow, investing in the right companies. And you had the money to invest because you had no mortgage payment, right? Imagine what you could do with no bills for 2 years. Imagine how much money you would have if you had no bills for 2 years. Then imagine if someone else was paying them, putting principal back in your pocket while the home is appreciating. Lord, that's my life, okay? So this is what I'm talking about, where financial freedom isn't just 200, 300, 400,000 every single month, but sometimes it can be, yo, I don't have any expenses. Outside of the food that I put into my mouth, I don't have any expenses. And even that can be subsidized. You can go to a food pantry. Now, obviously, I don't do that, but like you can like legit figure out how to not have any expenses. But people want to be unrealistic. They want to honestly spur up people and feel good about themselves. I think that was just a clickbait thing that this person was doing. But I kind of already went over removing all of my expenses. I kind of already went over the fact that he had unrealistic expectations. Didn't necessarily state what investment he would do in order to make 200 to 300,000 in a couple of years. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, what investment do you think is better than real estate? Now, if you said the stock market, you know I'm a fan of the stock market, but you'll still have to really prove yourself. The stock market appreciates just like the housing market does, and you have to find those good companies, but it's a lot more volatile. It can be a lot more risky, but you know, with high risk comes high reward. And so if you love stocks like I do, you can do both. And that's exactly what I do. I'm not just a real estate guy. I'm a stock market guy too. So this video is going to be a little bit shorter. Just going over, 6 figures a month are not needed in order to reach financial freedom. Do you think six figures a month is necessary for you to have financial freedom? If so, let me know in the comment section down below. I believe if you cut out the expenses from your life that are unnecessary, you would just simply need a lot less in order to live your life. So for example, if you do have a $7 million home, but you pay it off, maybe your mortgage, let me say your property taxes is probably like $100,000 a year. But if you're making $500,000 a year, you don't necessarily need to make 6 figures a month, right? 6 figures a month is $1.2 million a year. And so maybe you just need $500,000 a year, which is equivalent to about, I don't know, about what, $70,000 a month or so. And so you might not need $200,000 every single month, $400,000 every single month to live your life, even with a $7 million home, which a lot of people might consider themselves needing. And another thing that I wanted to address is all these people talking as if they got so much money. Like, I'm actually getting fed up because, listen, you know me, I can get a little cocky, and you can let me know in the comment section down below if I'm getting a little cocky. But people are talking, hey, if you're over 25, you need to have at least $1,000 in your checking account. And I'm like, that's it? Like, that's it? Listen, my checking account, if my checking account was at $1,000, I'd be panicking. I would be absolutely panicking. But the fact that, and a lot of it should be helpful, right? But a lot of the times people are actually being condescending. They're kind of saying, like, if you don't have $1,000 in your checking account, what are you doing with yourself? And you're over 25 years of age. They want to feel good about themselves. They want to feel better than other people. But that's not what this channel is about. This channel is more so about helping people, uplifting people, getting them to where they can get $1,000, $4,000, $5,000 in their checking account. I am honestly at a point where if I have less than $4,000 in my checking account, it's like, oh, that's a big red flag. That's a big red flag, because I need to be able to not only pay my mortgages, but I need to be able to pay my utilities at the drop of the dime. I actually don't know when my utility payments are supposed to come out of my checking account. I know when my mortgages are supposed to come out, but like my utilities, those are just random. So those go out when those go out. And I don't care when they go out. I'm not checking for when they go out. So I just know, like, I gotta have $4,000 in there, and everything over that, I'm kind of just throwing to the wind. Okay, this goes to investments. This goes into that. This goes into that. But yeah, I mean, people just really are unrealistic. And to be honest, I still don't know who those guys are who are buying everybody, paying for everyone's food at the dinner table, buying multiple women drinks every single night. Like, I still don't know who those guys are. They must be putting it all on a credit card and not paying it off, because I can't see myself doing that. I don't care how much money I got, And granted, these people are people who probably don't go out every single week like I do, or every single month, but they might go out once every 2 months or once every 3 months. And for whatever reason, when they do go out, they got to splurge. They got to spend money. They got to feel like a baller. That's not me. That is not me. I am not here to impress nobody. I'm here to live my life, have fun, get drunk, and enjoy myself when I go outside. But I am not here to be buying people left and right that I don't know drinks as if they deserve it. Like, no. And so, I don't know. It's something about me just understanding who I am and understanding myself. Like, I'm always good. When I ask a girl for her number, they're not like, oh, you got to get me a drink first. If that was the case, then, well, I don't need you. And you know what? I'm going to end up with so many people at the end of the night that want to talk to me and want to be with me just because I got good energy, just because I can dance. And so, guys, if you're leading with your pockets when you're out there, you're probably doing the wrong thing. So yeah, I'm just putting that into perspective. Just understand, like, it is imperative that you figure out what you want to do for yourself, what you believe is the best investments for you to make in order for you to reach financial freedom, and how you're going to get there. Some people don't want to own a home. Some people don't want to invest in stocks that are too volatile. Some people are scared of Bitcoin, and they believe that it is just so speculative, hasn't been around long enough, doesn't have enough history. Whatever your reasons is, find something that you love, something that you believe in, something that you know historically makes you money, and then invest in that for your future. And don't take my advice, because I'm just an average guy on YouTube. But I want to say that once you look at the history and look at the data, history tends to repeat itself. And so, I look at the long-term history. I'm talking over 55 decades of history before I start to invest in something for real. Now, Everyone might be in the comment section talking about, oh, you have Tesla, so that's not 5 decades of history. But the stock market as a whole is more than 5 decades of history. So that's what I'm looking at. Now, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily on YouTube and on Rumble. And I can't wait to see you on the next one.